Good morning, afternoon, I guess, because it's almost 2 o'clock. Finally, something that I can show for the video. We just had a cool trade-in of handheld stuff. It's a mix of Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and then we took some more video game-themed Funkos. So let's pull this all out and show you guys what came in. We'll start with the Funkos, all video game-themed. A bunch of Minecrafts at the bottom. Steve in Diamond Armor, Charged Creeper, and Alex. We got this one DC Superheroes Batman, a couple Fortnites, Mary Marauder, Cuddle Team Leader, Bright Bomber, and Love Ranger. One Street Fighter, Balrog, and then two Sonic the Hedgehogs. We got Sonic with Emerald and Super Sonic. Right, on to the fun stuff. Start with the consoles. These are all AGS 001s. They all need battery replacements, so they're not going to be ready just yet. But the two red ones work. This one works pretty flawlessly, just needs a new battery. This one has an issue with the power switch. That's a common problem with these. Just needs to be probably opened and cleaned. This one, I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it's not working 100%. The DS Lite is working perfectly. This has got an interesting case on it. So the bottom of it opens up. You actually store your games in there. It's kind of interesting. Now on to the games. Start with the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Pokemon Trading Card Game, Crystal, Yellow, Red, Gold, Scooby-Doo, Toy Story 2, Rugrats Movie, Zelda Oracle of Seasons, Batman Beyond. That's one we've never had in before. Power Rangers, Something Rescue, Tarzan, Donkey Kong Country, Wario Land 3, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories, Ken Griffey Jr. Slugfest, Wave Race, and Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, and Pokemon Pinball. They're both missing the little covers for the batteries, but still awesome. Next up, the Game Boy Advance games. We got a couple Game Boy Advance video cartridges, SpongeBob SquarePants, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, two of the Harry Potter games, Road Rage, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Pokemon Sapphire, Donkey Kong Country, Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Dawn of Souls, Sims Bustin' Out, Lego Knights Kingdom. Here's one that's pretty uncommon, Medal of Honor, Infiltrator, sorry, and then Dexter's Laboratory, Disaster Strikes. Last up, loose DS games. We got the Guitar Hero on tour with the handheld attachment. Bunch of, I wouldn't say shovelware, but cheaper games here. Then the highlights at the bottom here. Professor Layton Unwound Future, Diabolical Box, Curious Village, love that series. Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, Pokemon Black version, Advance Wars, Days of Ruin, and Zelda Spirit Tracks. Awesome trade-in. We've been meaning to restock our book and magazine section for a while now, so today's the day. Start with the bigger books. That's the Resident Evil 5 strategy guide. This is the collector's edition for Phantom Hourglass. I believe there's some paperwork and whatever this thing is in there. Sealed Spirit Tracks collector's edition strategy guide. Halo 4 strategy guide. Look at the size of this thing. Jeez. This is just a book. Halo 4 Essentials Visual Guide. It goes through all of everything, basically. It's pretty cool. This is the Assassin's Creed Encyclopedia. Assassin's Creed 2 official hardcover strategy guide. Batman Arkham Origins art book, hardcover as well. Fire Emblem Sacred Stones guide. Red Dead Redemption guide. Now on to the magazines. Starting off with some Xbox. I think there's 4 or 5. GTA 3 and Vice City. Def Jam Vendetta 2, which turned into, I believe, Def Jam Fight for New York. If I remember correctly. Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, Conquer Live and Reloaded. I tried to pick out ones that were interesting. Player's Strategy Guide, Nintendo games. So that's just a magazine of, tips and tricks on a bunch of NES games. That's awesome. And same for this. Hot tips for the coolest Nintendo games. They would not be making this today. Man, I love the 80s. Super Strategies for Nintendo, another kind of similar vibe one. Same for this. Sega Genesis Power Tips Book Volume 2. That's pretty thick. Special Edition Nintendo Power for Zelda. Special Edition Nintendo Power for Mario. Then we got a bunch of Nintendo Powers. All of these except for the Pokemon one, have the poster in them. So we got Warzone, NFL Quarterback Club 98, WCW NWO, Doom 64. Strategy guide for Final Fantasy Nintendo Power. That's cool. 1080 Snowboarding. Jet Force Gemini with the last issue sticker. This one has a Pokemon comic book in there. That's cool. NBA Courtside. This is the one that doesn't have the only one that doesn't have the poster. Another Pokemon one. Man, these old PlayStation magazines with the cartoon artwork on the front, incredible. I love all of them. They're so cool. So we got The Rock on there, Metal Gear 2, Tomb Raider, Dino Crisis, and DOA 2. Awesome. These are going out today, which are cool. 2 backpacks, Pokemon, and new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. There's not too much merch for that game. It's pretty sweet. These are gonna go up there behind the hats. We've had backpacks up there before. We filled them out with like void fill just to make them look a little bit bigger and nicer. Here's something really cool that we're finally putting out. We've had it for a bit. So this is the Mirror's Edge Runner's Bag pre-order bonus. I know that's a mouthful, but you could only get this if you pre-ordered Mirror's Edge. And they're pretty rare. It's one big pocket. Like the main bag is one big pocket, and then obviously 6 little pockets on the back. Awesome. Oops. Our GameCube section has been kind of getting pummeled, so we will do a little GameCube restock. I actually discovered that I had this in the basement, which I didn't even know I had. It should have been out. The double disc version with the Metroid Prime Echoes bonus disc. That's super cool. Then we get Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, Rocky, Resident Evil, Super Monkey Ball, Black Label, Mario Kart Double Dash, Harvest Moon, Mario Power Tennis, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime 2, Mario Party 7, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Soul Calibur 2, Sonic Riders, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, and GameCube preview disc. Wow, the tail end of that day was insane. I didn't even really have a second to breathe, but we sold some pretty crazy stuff. We sold our Minecraft Xbox One. That's why we put these out. All these mini arcades. And then we sold the sealed Hannah Montana PSP. One of the most expensive things that were in the store. It was right there. That's gone. Complete in Box PSP, which was down there, is gone. God of War PSP, regular PS Vita. Bunch of PSP games, bunch of Vita games, bunch of Pokemon stuff. Yeah, wow. People are definitely shopping for Christmas, that's for sure. That's going to be it for today, though. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Probably not that long, so it'll probably get paired with another day. So we'll see you guys tomorrow or the next day.